What's all the P.M.S. with Coach G? It's positively motivating sisters with purpose, meaning, style. Are you ready for positive conversations inspiring you to your next level? Do you need motivation to get you growing? Are you a sister, woman, leader, boss, mom, wife, female, her, she? I think you know what I mean. Are you seeking purpose in your life? Do you know the meaning for which you stand? Do you know your style is your unique authenticator? If you answered yes to any one of these questions, this podcast is designed with you in mind, which embodies the whole you, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. Sisters, we are on a journey in connecting you from where you are to your what's next with purpose, meaning, style, and it all starts with you. I am Coach G, owner and founder of G Style Coaching. I am a life growth coach, speaker, realtor, mom, wife, Christian, and I get to serve you in doing what I am passionate about. Think of me as your personal P.M.S. cheerleader, motivating and wanting to see you win in your personal and professional life, your connector, guiding you in bridging the gap from where you are to your what's next. Sisters, we are on a journey for you living your life on purpose, for purpose, with purpose, meaning, style. So thank you for joining me. And as we talk about moving forward, the question is, are you stuck? Well, let's get unstuck and keep moving forward. So there's a quote that states, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. And that is by Martin Luther King Jr. So, as I always say, we get straight into it because our time is very slim. So I want to get straight into our PMS notes. And as we talk about how you can continue to move forward, or what are those things or points that you can take on as you're moving forward. So one, you just have to believe in yourself. You are a masterpiece created by the master. Did you know that? There's a song by Michael Jackson, Want to Be Starting Something. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little verse from that song. I don't know, you may be familiar with it, you may not, depending on what era, but many of us, loved Michael Jackson. But there's a particular verse that says, it's too high to get over, you're too low to get under, you're stuck in the middle, and the pain is thunder. But it says, lift your head up high and scream out to the world, I know I am someone, and let the truth unfurl. No one can hurt you now because you know what's true. Yes, I believe in me, so do believe in you. You have to believe in yourself. And you know what? You can't stop believing and believing in you. So ask yourself, what are you believing to be true about you? Or what are you believing to be true to yourself? You have to define that for you. That's what helps you move forward as you journey on this path called life. And then there are those mistakes are allowed. Some of us don't like making mistakes. I have my hand raised up. I used to have a problem with making mistakes. I wanted everything to be so perfect, very much a recovering perfectionist. But then I had to realize, mistakes are allowed. You gain from your losses as you do your victories. That's how you have to look at a mistakes. In other words, there are no mistakes. Your mistakes are the lessons to teach you what works or not work for the season you're in, because it changes, whether that's in your business or your personal life. Ask yourself, what is the next right move for me? Or what is the next right move for my business? I mentioned this in our last episode of who's checking who. You cannot allow your past failures to cripple your future success. Think about that. Then you have to take ownership of your life. Do you realize you are the best author for your story. In other words, you have your own race to run, your life to live, your business to manage, your family to maintain. No one can dictate your moves. No one can tell you who you are. No one is you. I'm not saying you're no one, but the one that knows is you. You define you. You take ownership of your life. Yes, we should have positive mentors that help guide us along our path, but that need to be those who see the best in you and help nurture those abilities and feed your purpose. But you know what? You get to sit in the driver's seat and be who you were created to be. So ask yourself, what is my dream or next goal? What is God's plan and purpose for me? Guess what? It will surely succeed, but you must decide to own your life and do what work is required of you. And it takes time. So remember, you are the author of your story. When you take ownership, you feel more empowered in your life and the actions you take. In other words, you live in your own life. You're not trying to follow the path of someone else, or you see someone else in the limelight and you figure, I want to be like them. No, be who you are. You're going to be the best you. And then be grateful. The expression of gratitude is an anchor for the soul. It fuels your energy, your mind, and changes your perspective. So Jim Rohn said, learn to be thankful for what you already have while you pursue all that you want. I love that quote. I challenge you to keep a gratitude journal. And I say from experience, it works. I would love to hear from those of you who already practice this in your lives. So you go to the show description and touch the link for comments and share. Share what having a gratitude journal has, how it has affected your life. So we can share with someone else that needs to hear your story. And if you don't, can I influence you to get a journal? Man, it could be a spiral notebook, paper you staple together. Or if you're like me, I love journals with positive, inspirational words on the cover. But whatever works for you. Hey, you may even put it on your phone or computer. Remember our last P.M.S note, take ownership of your life. Can I share a personal moment with you? When I was hit with the crisis in my life in 2020, I needed an outlet. I needed another source of an outlet because I pray. And that definitely strengthens me in my journey. But then I also found that journaling was very empowering for me. I began to journal daily, which incorporated gratitude. And I saw and I experienced a shift in my life. I have to even admit, if I had missed journaling in my journal, I would actually feel different. So I knew it was life changing and transforming for me in my thoughts, in my walk, and along my journey. But I began to feel I could make it through the turbulence of my life and keep moving forward. I did not allow my circumstances to dictate my attitude because it would have not been a good one. Instead, I allowed gratitude to take the driver's seat in my thoughts. So can I prompt you in your writing? Ask yourself, what am I grateful for? And write 5 things you find gratitude in that day, in that moment, in your life. Just write down some things that you're grateful for. It could be when you wake up in the morning. It could be before you lie down to sleep. Often I found, both worked pretty well with me. I think sometimes when I write at night before I go to bed, it clears my thoughts. So I challenge you to try that. And actually, on my website, at gstylecoaching.com, we are in a year of challenging, gratitude journal. In this sense, it's like in that week, you write that one thing and you just fill your jar. You get a jar and you write one thing down and you put it in that jar. It's just once a week. But, that's not to replace the journaling. That's just something that was prompted as a challenge. So, if you are interested in that, I encourage you to go to my website and just subscribe to the P.M.S, subscribe. And then what will happen is on that Thursday morning, you get some type of, in your email that is just encouraging you to write something for that week. So it's also something to keep you accountable as you walk this journey and moving forward. And then my last point, my last P.M.S note, it begins and ends with you. You know the motto for G-Style Coaching. And as your life growth coach, I remind you, it all starts with you. That's where it starts. When you decide you want to start your own business, when you want to take your business to the next level, when you want to go to college and pursue that associate's, bachelor's, master, or doctorate degree, when you want to start a family, when you want to take a long needed vacation, yes, that even needs planning too. When you want to learn a new trade, whatever your next goal is, it begins and ends with you. And that's how you can continue to move forward, which brings me to this moment. I want to serve you as your life growth coach, and we can get started by moving forward. I am here to offer you one-on-one coaching, group empowerment coaching with your organization. What can you do? Go to my website at gstylecoaching.com and touch the tab, Let's Work Together, and let's get moving forward. In the meantime, please rate this podcast, follow, comment, and yes, share, share, share. And before I end, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for growing with me. We're growing together. Thank you for stopping to feed yourself and fill your cup so you can continue to serve from an overflow. And in saying all that, until next time, sisters, let's keep growing because it all starts with you.